Welcome back to the channel. I am the Nervous Mechanic. Welcome back. It's another late night in Colorado, October 5th. Welcome back to the channel if you haven't been here. Like I said, I'm the Nervous Mechanic. And like always, like and subscribe these videos. Check them out, see what you think. If you don't like them, don't watch them. And today's exciting because we got some good stuff today. Finally, I broke down and probably shouldn't have bought it, but we got some body armor stuff for the Tacoma. This was about 900 bucks worth. Probably the cheapest bumper and tire carrier setup that you could get right now, aside from buying any of those other modular knockoff, you know, Chinese brands that you can get that they make a ton of that are just garbage. You can look at the reviews and see those, and they're terrible. So the other set was from, I think, Fab Fours, might have been Fab Fours, I forget. That was about $1,400. Didn't really like it how the tire carrier, these guys connect to the sides of the bumpers. Didn't really like that, so I went with the other one. I plan on modifying this anyways. But hopefully with enough popularity I can make more videos with more money. So this is what I had to do for right now. So we're gonna tear into these so you guys can see what they look like, because I'm kind of interested too, because I haven't, you know, I've seen pictures, but you know, see what it looks like. So let's get into it. Let's go. Okay, so first up, we're gonna pull over. Oh God, it's so heavy. This guy is heavy. So let's move the camera over. This is the tire carrier. This is a single. It's got a single hinge, and pretty straightforward for the most part. So we're gonna cut this guy open. It arrived pretty beat up. These packages are pretty heavy, so when you do get them, be prepared to have to lug them around and move them. They're pretty heavy, so it's like a box, two-piece box, so not too terrible. You'll probably need a knife or some cutters to get them open. So get your wife, your girlfriend, your dog, your mistress, anyone you love or hate, to get it open. And if you have to, just, you know, get it open any way you can. Tear it, rip it, whatever. Oh, so much. That's what she said. Try to not make a huge mess, so whatever, don't care. So, a lot of cardboard. And as you can see, there's a bunch of bubble wrap around it. Let's take that out of there. As you can see, I'm wearing slippers. Optimal thing to use when you're working around stuff that's heavy. This paper's pretty dirty. I think this stuff's been sitting in a warehouse for some time. So let me move the camera here. See if we can do a better view. There we go. So, lots of dirty ass bubble wrap. And let's see if I can get the rest of this open here. So, along with these videos, I'm also going to be doing another video here soon for the ending of my dual battery setup. So that right there is going to be my next video that's coming out. So stay tuned for that too. So, alright. We're gonna have to roll the the fast montage here to get this going. disappointed in that sense. But let's get this guy out of here. And yeah, here it is, right here. Let's see if I can. I'm using a camera stand today, so it's a little bit more awkward for me to do this. But yeah, this is your this is it right here. From the first looks of it, it's not terrible. It's actually pretty decent. It's heavy. The welds look pretty good. They're not bad. It's got kind of a standard your latch on the end here. Not too bad. Pretty stout for the bracketry that's on it. And even the coating's actually pretty decent. Oddly enough, this isn't terrible. This is pretty good. Now, the reason I like this as well was you get this. It's very just like this square stock, which I really like, because your tire is going to go on this side, and you get the hardware for that. But your tire, now, if you want, you can always take and add on, which I really like. So, say if you wanted to add on to this side right here, and go over, drop it down, or go over here and drop it down and extend it, you can, which is kind of nice. So if you wanted to add on some accessories for off-roading and so on, you could do that. That's one reason. The other one was being that this is square stock, it makes modifying it just a little bit easier. Tube stock, you can, it just, you know, for the sake of saving time and so on. That's what I kind of appreciate about it. But this thing is robust, it's solid, and first impressions is it's not actually that bad. Like, the welds are thick, looks like good penetration. You know, I don't see any. This was about $400. If you bought this separate, this is about $400 something. So not that terrible. You got your this end right here. You can see your bracket. There's your bracket on the end, kind of a standard latch. And then on this end, that's where it slides into the actual hardware for your bumper. Now, the sorry about that. You probably saw my head. You also get this right here, which is, as far as I can tell, this is your some of your hardware. It's a bracket. So let's get this stuff out of the way. I'm assuming a bracket for something. We'll see here. So we're there. We got another this box, but I don't think there's anything in here, to be honest. I think it's just a filler. Yeah, I was right. It's empty. Nothing in there. But we're going to check out this other box right here, which I think this guy is, this is our rest of our hardware. And now I will be doing a video on putting this guy on. From the pictures that I've seen on Amazon and stuff, it doesn't look terrible. The bumper is very Spartan, so if I wanted to add stuff on, I'd have to have it all welded. So, which is totally fine because most of my stuff's custom anyway. So, now this box, it's fairly heavy, but you get everything pretty much. So it comes with directions right here. Comes with body armor directions. If you open this up here, you even get a handy dandy this body armor 4x4. You guys can see that. Looks like a decal, but it's all machined out of aluminum, which is pretty cool. I like that. So you get that. you get your body armor instructions right here. Now, and you probably recognize this. Maybe some of you guys not recognize this from the infamous weird roof rack that they make. That goes way over the top and is very unequal in the back, which makes, I personally don't really like that. But yeah, it looks like a full full instructions for install, and this looks like the one that's going to have, you can see it on here, but this bumper actually is going to have cutouts for your license plate and for brackets. So, but you'll be removing one of those brackets to actually install this tire carrier. So, so yeah, they give you some black and white instructions. It looks like these guys are made in Corona, California. So it is American. They give you your box of angle bearings right here. It looks like some type of a lug nut and stuff like that. I'm assuming those are for the tire carrier, and I think the bearings are for the actual your end piece where it goes to the bracket to your bumper, so it has a place to spin on. So you got actual, looks like they actually give you, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, they give you actual ball bearings that you can pack and replace. So if they get bad, you can put new ones in, which is a thumbs up for me. I like that. Then you got a big bag of hardware, and then you've got a mystery. It's a mystery. What is this? What is this? You know, the funny thing is that I'm also going to have to buy a rim and a new tire, since I just got new tires, so I'm going to have to buy a rim, but maybe when I get that sweet Army bonus cash, I will buy some new rims, but ultimately, I don't know yet. So this is your one bracket. This is for your tire as well. I think this bolts on the other side of your tire. This is what it looks like here. It's got grease on it, but I think that's what this does. It bolts on the other side. You bolt it through the tire, and so on. So that's kind of cool. So we got that guy right there. When you're doing this too, you're probably gonna need an actual, like a jack for the other bumper. So because it is pretty heavy. This stuff. If you have you're gonna want to probably look at upgrading your suspension or doing some work to make sure it can handle it. I just had mine fully rebuilt. If you're interested in seeing that, I can make a video on it. It's a Icon suspension. I had it rebuilt from a guy in Aurora, Colorado. So shout out to him too. I can include his information. But if you guys are interested in a video like that, let me know, and I'll do kind of a walk around and show you how I got it all. It was about $1,800 to get it all rebuilt, and I'll be doing. I can do a video on that. So here's another bracket for something, and then we got another bracket here. Wow, all these brackets, so many brackets. Here we are. So this is where your this is for your the end piece, the shaft that goes that actually rotates. So we've got this is kind of cool. So this is what this looks like here. You guys can see it. And this bolts right against your bumper, just like this. So your bumper's here, bolts against it. And then basically on the inside, you got two kind of races that sit in here, and then one on the top, and then one on the bottom. And so your bearings go inside of here, which is kind of cool, because I thought this was going to be kind of hokey, but it's not. Let's see here. I'm trying to get this up here a little bit. There you go. I thought it was going to be a little hokey, but it's not. So you got this, so then your bearings fit directly in this inside top and bottom. And then there's, I think, a cover that goes in here, taps into the bottom to keep it inside. and then you go, the other one goes in the top, which is pretty cool. So you can grease those, replace them, and you don't have to throw the thing away if you end up having problems. So, sorry if my face is cut off. I'm not used to using this camera. So yeah, there's those two brackets, and pretty exciting. This thing's actually way better than I thought it was going to be. Pretty cool. Now, I am impressed with this quality, though. I think, yeah, that's not going to be too bad. So, all in all, I kind of give that so far a thumbs up. We're going to start cutting this away, and I'll see you guys in just a few minutes. Okay, so here we are. This is everything that came in the second box. You got your bumper, your brackets, and everything. So, first up, I'm just going to go over this one at a time. You got your little packet here with your instructions. You got hardware. You got your, looks like there's some spacers. You got your two brackets right here. And the quality on this is pretty much just as good. I mean, a lot of things that I do, I generally take them and get them Linexed. I think with this, you could get away with it. My rockers that I have from Tiger, the brand Tiger, it's on Amazon, have this same type of finish, and they've actually done really well. A lot of people are, you know, oh, it's 6 months and it didn't last. I'm like, well, it's not Linexed, so it's not really a high mat. It's not something that's super corrosion resistant like Raptor Liner or Frog Skin or Linex or anything like that. So these are your brackets that are going to go on. So when you take off your old bumper, you're going to take everything off, and then you're going to be modifying. You're going to be using these brackets for your old bumper on your mounts on your frame. You're going to be using these guys. Now, I haven't. This is the first time I'm going to have to do this, so I guess we'll see kind of how everything kind of ties together. So, you know, we'll see here. But I think one end of these goes on the frame, and the other end goes into this guy right here. And so, if you look, this is the back side of it right here, inside, and it is heavy. It's not super pretty, but it's solid. It's probably hard to see, but if you get in here, you can see some of these welds. They're not bad, they're not great, but they're not terrible, I'd say. You can come down here and see this, the rest of this down here. As you can see, it has your holes for your license plate, which I really like. You can bolt it, you don't have to drill anything. You got your holes for your brackets right here. And as far as I know, I think when you put your brackets on, they're going to bolt here, and then you're going to have your actual hole for your other piece, this guy, on the other side. So that's how that's going to work as far as I can tell. But this also came with a bug, a stink bug, and I think he's dead. I might have crushed him by accident. I think I did. Sorry, bud. You go to the next life, and you smell like oof. Bye. But yeah, this is kind of what this looks like. It is heavy, so you definitely need a jack, or you'll need another person to help you with it. But it is very solid. There's the shot of the carrier, and there's the shot of the bumper. So they are decent looking, I will say that. I'm pretty happy with the quality, and for about 900 bucks, it's probably the cheapest, best option that you can find. You know, I'm pretty happy with it, and being that these pieces down here for where it pivots are replaceable, I really like that as well. And the $900 price isn't too bad. So I'm pretty happy about that. You'll need a friend and probably a jack to install these, but tomorrow we'll be putting these in, and we'll be doing another video. So we'll be doing a video on that, and I'm really bad at recording these things when I run out of stuff to say. But overall, I rated a good 10 out of 10 for quality and so on. They are pretty nice, and like I said, for these, I'll definitely include a link in the description below. You guys can check all this stuff out and you know, see what you guys think. But like always, thanks for looking at the videos. I'll see you guys in the next one, and make sure you like and subscribe and leave all those nasty comments below. We love reading them. And I will talk to you guys later. See you around. Peace.